welcome to all you Aries people. Here is your monthly horoscope for May 2016. And May is a bit the same as April. There are a lot of similarities. Of course, it's different, but there's a lot of similarities and a bit of a repetition there going on with April and May. Mars and Saturn are still going retrograde. At the very end of the month, Mars is going into another sign, but I'll talk about that next month. What I want to talk about is the big Earth trine. I want to talk about Vesta, an asteroid, which will be very important during the full moon. And then Jupiter in a square to Saturn. What is that all about? Now, first thing first, positive news is we have an Earth trine and going on for so long, which is fantastic. And Jupiter and Mercury are going direct. They are part of the Earth trine and they're going direct in May. Jupiter is going direct on the 10th. So our optimism should improve a little bit. I believe, hope, expansion. And also Mercury going direct on the 23rd. And that is, our thoughts go forward. We have the feeling that things become a bit more clear. So that's in general. But for you, this beautiful Earth trine that is going on is in Earth houses. This is a double whammy. So you Aries people who you are blessed here with this trine, and of course these are general horoscopes, remind you of that. But in general, this is so good for not only earning more money, which is possible, but also earning more confidence or gaining more self-confidence, feeling stronger. And Aries people do like that, don't they? They already have that in themselves, that kind of confident, courageous, going forwards. But now it's very earthly, it's very down to earth, it's very real. So you're having that Mercury, the planet of communication, thinking in a very earthly house, of the second house, your confidence and your money. And then you're having in the work house, Pluto there, aspecting beautiful, so powerful, and also with Jupiter in your 6th house of day-to-day work. So probably more work, probably gaining more money, or at least gaining more confidence. So this is only improving in May, and especially after the 23rd when Mercury goes direct. So if you have been working a lot to improve your financial situation, this is here, we call it a lucky aspect, but it's probably because of your efforts you did quite a while ago. So this is very positive energy throughout the whole month. On the other hand, there is a clash going on between Jupiter and Saturn. Now that clash is not that bad. Why? Because Jupiter, who's in the mixture of this clash, is making good aspects to other planets. So it means that the difficulty diminishes a little bit. But still, it's Jupiter in a clash to Saturn. What does that mean? This is slow growth. And I know that people who've got planets in Aries, like me, for instance, the moon, I have my moon in Aries. But for people who've got the sun in Aries or an ascendant in Aries as well, or maybe a Mars or Venus in Aries, they have that ingredient or that temperament of wanting to go forwards, wanting to act, wanting to go forwards in life. And with Jupiter in a square to Saturn, there's still this possibility of going forwards, but it's slowly. So Jupiter square Saturn simply means slow growth. And Aries people don't like that in general. But it's better here in this situation. And for you, it probably, for a lot of you, it has to do with work. And for others, it has to do with the way that you think, the way that you believe in something, your philosophy. There's something that is clashing between your responsibilities when it comes to your morals, your integrity, which is the 9th house, and work. What could that be? It could be that you do work that you are not actually ethically agreeing with. That's Jupiter's in the 6th clashing to Saturn. So, and it's demanding from you, what do you do? What are you going to do with this? And next month, you will see some results there that you so So it's okay to be in that, what do I do? Do I stay with the job, or do I follow my morals? What do I do? Or do I adjust? Do I stay in the same company but do something different? All right, do I leave the company? Things like this might occur. On another level, it could have to do with health, that you want to improve your health, but your idea or your philosophy clashes with that. Your philosophy is saying, no, it's never going to happen. You know, you want to lose weight, for instance, or you want to just be a bit more flexible, a bit more strong. And Saturn is saying, how on earth are you going to do that if you live that kind of living that you do? If you have alcohol every day, a whole bottle of I don't know what, and so on and so on. So there's a clash between reality and between what you want to improve about a certain situation. But again, that clash is there to make you aware of it. That's the first step, and then adjusting it is coming towards the near future, the next month. So, but again, not the most stressful aspect, because at the same time, this Jupiter in your 6th house is beautifully trining those other aspects in your work houses, as I already said. So I think you quite be fine. Last but not least, there is this full moon happening in thinking houses. So there's also a shift there. There is the sun is in Gemini with Vesta. Vesta is this little asteroid which is all about focus, dedication. It's in your 3rd house, so you want to dedicate yourself towards your own thoughts, but they might clash with someone else, with someone who's got totally different thoughts, because of the full moon on the 21st there, with the moon and Mars and Saturn there in your 9th house of thinking. So it can be another person who has just different kind of ideas and it clashes with yours. Just respect your own ideas, but don't try to put them upon other people's ideas, and vice versa. Don't let other people influence you. That will not work with this aspect. On another level, it can be an internal process that some part of you thinks this and the other part of you thinks something else. So that's the clash in your intellectual houses. All in all, not that difficult of a month for you Aries people in general. So enjoy that. Enjoy that growth in confidence. Having said that, wish you a very good month. Thank you for listening and see you next month. Bye-bye.